Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Friday, August 19th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind, of course, this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so just take what resonates. I'm feeling a very peaceful vibe about certain aspects of this day. And then, at the very least, I feel like you drawn to this reading, you'll be the peace in a situation, okay? Or very peaceful as you accomplish what you need to. But let's begin with the spellcasting deck. Friday is a day to succeed is now what I'm getting. For Friday to continue. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to take these. Bear with me. Trust your intuition. Okay. I feel like, boundaries. Okay. I do feel like it, to a certain extent, boundaries with other individuals at work or at home or both takes a focus. For some, even family. What do we have for Friday? A little bit somber at certain points, but just getting done what you need to. Okay, flying out. Willpower, friendship, okay, as well as financial health, blessings, and travel. Things are piling up, okay, things feel a bit overwhelming at certain points, but you're still peaceful. I sense that it's just a very busy day from the beginning to the end for the most part. And then there are moments where you just stop and you're like, wow, I'm accomplishing a ton. I should give myself some credit. I do feel like people are, as I'm creeping these up, bear with me. People are inspired, but I just feel like there's judgment in the air and it's leaving things a little bit unsettling. But you're thinking about travel, okay? You could be migrating from one situation to the next, but I feel as if it's a day where you just want to be out and about elsewhere, right? You could be at work and feeling restricted, wanting to be out with friends, or you want to just be moving to this next chapter of your life, or just traveling to a place you've had on one's mind or have been reminded about on social media. But there's a willpower that needs to be acquired, dug for, or kept within your situation in order to do what you got to do throughout this day. It's not going to be, I feel like, the most enjoyable day, at least half of it for some, but you're just going to need to do what you got to do. Your financial health and wealth is coming into mind. If you're working, you're making money, and that's all that matters. But there's also just a reminder that you deserve to enjoy what you're doing, even if you're making the money you need or deserve at this time. They're drawing me to a castle. It feels like as you're improving your financial health or thinking about how to go about doing so, you're thinking about fantasies, drifting to different worlds. It just feels like other people that you once bonded with, you aren't anymore. And that's feeling kind of off or odd, but it just feels right all the meanwhile. I sense that as I'm being drawn to a lantern, you're meant to keep guiding oneself to new situations, to keep trusting your intuition and the guidance from spirit when it comes to who and what to actually associate oneself with in small moments, okay? Allow for yourself to recognize that there are blessings on the horizon for you, even if it doesn't feel like it, okay? But I do sense that it's a day full of certain levels of blessings that you deserve wholeheartedly, okay? You earned what you're gaining throughout this day, okay? Now, again, there's a highlight on friendships and those who just simply aren't your friend or don't have your back. This came up in the past daily reading. We're going to pull from the Gilded deck. Bear with me. I just feel like you're wanting to drift away. That's just the vibe. But enjoy what you're doing. I feel like you're very independent, okay with being in your hermit mode at certain points, but and then someone comes in and pops that bubble, okay? I just feel like you are seeing people in their correct lighting, reaching for your independence, feeling a little bit within a cage, but knowing that cage is meant to be removed from your situation when the time is right. Nature will be your best friend if you can wrap yourself up with it. It's a very spiritually connected day, floating through what you need to. I sense that your spiritual connection and just the angelic way about you, that's helping you be the peace in a situation. You're going to just want to achieve more than you do throughout this day, but you're only human, okay? Give yourself credit. I do feel like you're wanting people to adjust their perspective, okay? Feeling a bit entangled within certain levels of drama or difficulties or annoyances. And I just sense that your mind is a little bit all over the place, even if Spirit's speaking through you, and it feels like there's just a lot to accomplish. There's this vibe where there's a lot to accomplish, a lot on your plate, almost a packed schedule for some, or just a packed schedule, but then you want to accomplish more than that. You feel bigger than life itself, but you have to keep things in perspective, all right? Quality over quantity. And I do feel like you are thinking about or drawn to birds, okay? The birds are chirping throughout this day. The weather is changing. I feel like in general, in comparison to the past weeks, or just it's changing at a certain point throughout the day, and that's taking notice. I really do feel like you are a little bit guarded, okay? I'm gonna take this card. A little bit guarded in certain conversations, certain when you're getting certain things done, in more than one situation for some. I feel as if you are flying towards something new on the horizon in the near future, and that's going to be sunny, okay? As the sun just came out, I feel like things are going to brighten up at certain parts in the day to remind you everything you're dealing with isn't perfect, but it could be worse, okay? You're thinking about your world in comparison to others, I feel the need to say. But I also feel like, interesting, as I just pulled the world card, your world is changing, and that's beautiful, okay? You're feeling as if people are just so different from you, or better put, for some drawn to this reading, you're so different from others, and that's not a bad thing, okay? Where you're moving to, or what you're about to begin, or just the certain changes on the horizon, there's going to end up being people surrounding you who get you more than those who are with you throughout this day. Does that make sense? It's not like you have to decide throughout the specific day who and what you bring with you, per se, definitively. It can all be decided along the way, right? But it may feel like at a certain point you kind of have to make up your mind. But I feel within intuitively, you already know, okay? You have a sense. But I really do feel as if we're going to change this deck, okay? As I'm spoken through, I'm going to pull a mermaid card. Bear with me as I get the deck ready. You could be thinking about the perfect situation for you, right? A stepping stone potentially. The Knight of Cups, moving towards your blessings, or moving forward and acquiring your blessings, with a hint of emotion taking place at certain points, thinking about where you will be most fulfilled, okay? And let's be honest, where you're at now is not it, okay? It is not it for certain reasons, but that's okay. With the World card coming out twice, again, thinking about how your world is changing, other people's worlds are changing, or one other specific person. But there's two major ways that your specific world is developing and evolving at this time, and that's taking a highlight, okay? That's taking a highlight. This could all be shifted over. A shift in the right direction is what I'm now hearing, even if it doesn't take place throughout this day per se. Okay, we're gonna actually move these. These are from a different deck, bear with me. Thinking about a tower moment in the future, needing to take the wheel of your ship and just guide it to where you feel most intuitively you're meant to be, okay? Where it just feels right for you, and that will help you overcome what you need to, okay? There is just a vibe about this day, a reminder to have patience and to just keep floating through, but there also is a magical vibe about it all the meanwhile. Disturbances will take place, but that's life. And I just feel like your guarded way about you will save you from certain interactions you weren't meant to be in. But don't be so guarded that you don't enjoy yourself at all, okay? Or you don't interact with those you're meant to. You will be noticed, you will be put on stage, and I don't feel like it's all positive attention. But I do feel like it's meant to be in one way, shape, or form. All right, there's one specific person you connect with throughout this day, and it just leaves you feeling so good, okay? I feel like one of which, if not both, have healing energy, or just simply it reminds you that not everybody is like somebody else or other people. I just feel like you're meant to connect with this person throughout this day. All right. This is a day where it just feels very busy. You need to have patience once again, and you're just drifting to other worlds for more than one reason. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye.